It's update number 3 on this Terminus station, which I've been doing. Not had a lot of time to do it because working away, got a lot of things going on in family and other projects going on, so it's just an hour here, an hour there, not rushing it, just taking its time. Got all the tracking that I want in, replaced it all from the concrete sleeper to the traditional sleeper. Just using the ESU wagon just to check for dead spots on you can adjust that and put trap voltage. There we go, just testing that. Regarding the platform, still not got the materials, got to pick the materials up for that. The balsa wood, which is a certain height. But there's a bit of a mock-up. It's going to be one platform there, another one there, running all the way down, as long as to match in with the other platforms. Then I've got to reinstall all the lighting. All the sensors are in for the automation, which is about 15, 16. All the electro couplings are in, but they're not wired up then yet. I've got to wire them up. And that's about it. That's where I'm up to. I am going to change the area behind the station. I'm going to add some more buildings, some more interesting buildings behind there, which I'll just show next. It's a clock tower, which is Fleischman 13922. Looks like that. You get the little building next to it and the main clock tower. That is going to go next to the hotel where that coach is. I'm going to squeeze it in there, make it look a lot more interesting, put some illumination inside this building. Very nice kit. Townhouses and little mini shops. They come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different styles of building, but they're in 3 units and you can shuffle them around, I think. So that's Fleischman 190063. That's another nice kit as well. You can see how it goes there. All the dimensions. That is going to go next to the clock tower, about here. I'm going to light it up as well. The building I've bought is a large church type building from Volmir, 43739. Really nice kit, highly detailed. I've always liked this kit. I've seen it on some Continental layouts and I've always wanted to build it. Even if I don't use it on my layout, I'll build it and I'll probably sell it on. But I have got a spot for it to go. And quite a tall building. It's 39 centimetres high, I think. Quite tall. Got the base for the church, which is HO3738. It's an optional part, you don't have to have it, but it raises the church up slightly in height. You get the steps, the chain link fencing. It's just an add-on, optional part which I bought. Looks like that. I'd like to also thank Lendons of Cardiff for getting me these parts for the TGV GUF V150, which is great. You can now put the broken parts in. There's only one broken drive wheel, but he ordered quite a lot. I didn't realise he got so many wheels in one packet, but they were really cheap. So I got 4 drive wheels plus a load of extra wheels. Same again, because I bought 2 packets. And I bought 2 drive units, each with a gearing inside. So you got 2 packs of 2. Wiring's all ready to go. You just install the wheels and all the other bits, and got 2 packets of them. So I got 4 spare drive units and the drive wheels and spare wheels for about 20 quid. Couldn't believe it. Well worth it. Brilliant service. Great guy as well. Spoke to him. He's brilliant. He owns a shop. I'll drop in there when I'm in Wales area next time. Yeah, there's another project got on the go as well. I've got quite a few different things going on, as well as doing work on my layout. I've got to fit this 2961 London Olympic set, Javelin I think it is, with Lock Pilot V4 FX chip for the dummy car, and I've got a Lock Pilot standard 21 pin for the drive car, so that's another thing I should be doing. I might show how to do it because it is tricky taking this apart without damaging it. You've got to be really careful. Project is a Fleischman IC Experimental 4460, which I bought. I got this really cheap. It needed a proper service, it needed sorting out to get it up and running, which is all done. It's running nice. So I'm going to convert this to digital using an 8-pin interface, and then connect an ESU Lock Pilot V4 standard, or I could fit a sound chip at a later date. So that's that. I've also tracked down some couplings for it, the dedicated couplings which were missing out of the box. Got some of them, and I've also got the spring bar, because there was a spring centre loaded coupling mechanism. The spring was missing, or it snapped or something, so I got one of them to fit on the dummy car I think, and printed and located all the information for how to take it apart, just in case if I sell it on again in the future. I've got all the documentation for it, all the part numbers, everything, as well as the instructions that come with it, because they were with the actual train set, but they're not, you know, they're only pretty basic really then. That's another thing I've got on the go. Looking at some Roco 2018 new items as well. Fleischman, obviously the same company now, but some really nice stuff coming out. I do like the way they're doing these new catalogues, Roco, as well, because years back they used to be a bit boring, but they're really well done now. Got some really nice pictures of layouts, and I just think they're better laid out now, these catalogues. I mean, they're free of charge anyway, you don't pay for them. But some really nice items. I mean, look at that, it's a fantastic picture of that, of the US loco, with a really nice livery. It's one class of locomotive I've still not got. 193640-0. It's a stunning livery, that. Another one, striking livery. Just different. I like different stuff, and I love liveries that are unique and striking on locomotives. Got quite a few. That's quite a nice one as well, like that. Yeah, there's lots of different stuff. I mean, look at this one here. That's very nice. And this one, obviously, I've already got that one. That's a stunning loco. Yeah, I just like the way they're doing these catalogues now. They're much more detailed and much better pictures. Yeah. This particular catalogue, which is pretty good. Roco have done this in the past, where halfway through it the catalogue goes upside down, so if you want to go to the other gauge, or in this case its other sister company, you turn it upside down, or the other way around, or whatever, and you get the Fleischman program catalogue. And again, that goes halfway through, and then all of a sudden it goes upside down, and you flip it to the other side. Quite unique. I like the way they do that. Yeah, diesel railcar RS1, they do this in probably, I reckon they do it in about 20 different liveries. Some really nice. I mean, that one's nice as well. Yeah, very nice. That's another one I keep meaning to get. That's a beautiful diesel rail car, that French one. Stunning, that. So many unique locos. I mean, look at that. Trans-European Express diesel rail car. And the detail on this, I think you get interior lighting and all sorts. It's absolutely stunning. It's brilliant detail. So many combinations and yeah. The start sets are really good as well. Coaches can go on and on. Really stunning goods wagons coming out as well. Nice picture there. Hopper wagons self-unloading. I need to get some more of these as well for my ore train wagons. Need another batch of them. Steel hood wagons. Steel carrying. Really impressed with this car log. And you've got HOE, which is a narrow gauge at the back. Look at these pictures, they're just stunning to look at. You've got vehicles as well. Austrian car collection. And they do, I think, the largest scale vehicles as well. I'm not sure. Not sure about these ones. Then it obviously goes on about the new Z21 app, which I've not really looked at it, to tell you the truth, but it's supposed to be really good. There's a nice engaged BR218. Not seen that before in yellow. That's nice. That's another new lint brought out, which is available now on a DMU. These rail cars are really good, really well made. If it's made the same way as the ones years before it. So yeah, it's got an 8-pin interface, I think. Profi couplings, you can couple up various other different units together. Like that. The geometry of the Fleischman track isn't the most realistic on the Profi, but it just goes together so well, and it's so easy to build a layout with it. So easy. You've got express points there, and your standard type points, which are there. But they're just so well made. The HO and the end gauge track. It's expensive, but depends how big you want to go with your layout, and depends what you want. If you're building the European type stuff, there's a junction. Something like that can be put together very easy, very quickly. There's no electro frogs to wire up or anything. It's all automatically done. Surface mounted point motors, or you can have them below the surface as well. Yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, probably be about another week or so before I do another update with work and that.